Bonjour and welcome back to another episode of T.E.D Mini, where together we'll be learning about technology, engineering and design. I'm Serene and today we'll be talking about woods and their three categories. All woods fall under three general categories called hardwoods, softwoods and manufactured woods. The first two categories are not generally called so because of the type of wood that falls under each is either hard or soft, but rather is put into these categories because of the type of tree they originate from. Hardwood comes from deciduous trees, which lose their leaf every year. Generally, they have also more of a rounded general shape and have wider leaves. These trees grow way slower than softwoods and are generally but not always denser and heavier. They also come with straighter, less pronounced grains. The fun fact, all fruit and nut trees are hardwoods and generally rely on pollinators feeding on their flowers or animals eating their fruit to reproduce. Oak or Baluti Maltese, walnut or Jews, cherry or Chirasa, mahogany, caoba or teak, which remains the same, are all great examples of hardwoods. Oak is great for super strong, heavy and durable projects, like some nice solid furniture which will be passed down over the years. Cherry, walnut and mahogany are generally more expensive, and especially with walnut and mahogany, it is more probable that you'll find them used as solid pieces of wood in very small projects such as a jewelry box. Teak, on the other hand, is still very commonly used commercially to make solid outdoor furniture, but is still one of the most naturally long-lasting materials for outdoor use. It is mainly due to the high quantity of natural oils it contains. Softwood, on the other hand, comes from coniferous trees, which are usually evergreen, meaning they keep their leaves all year round. Contrary to hardwood, these trees have needle-shaped leaves, do not flower, and have unenclosed or naked seeds. These woods also have wider veining, grow way faster than hardwoods, and are less dense and hence also lighter. Pine or Artsnu Maltese, fir or Snoober, cedar or cedru are all great examples of softwoods. Pine is frequently used for cheaper, solid furniture or other projects. Fir is commonly used in the house building trade in countries where houses are framed in wood, as it does not absorb too much moisture. Thus, it does not expand and shrink too much. Cedar, on the other hand, is an amazingly flexible wood, and it can be used from anything such as outdoor decking to furniture building. It also has a great natural smell, which acts as a natural insect repellent, and in the old days was frequently used to build storage boxes where clothes would be stored over the winter to protect them from being eaten by moths or other insects. Finally, we have manufactured woods, which generally involve the use of some form of glue or resin. Chipboard or chipboard, MDF, plywood, blockboard, or wood or plastic veneer, also called Fulietta and Maltese, are all good examples of manufactured woods. Chipboard, as the name suggests, are board made from wood chips that are glued, heated and pressed together, while MDF, short for medium density fiberboard, is made the exact same way but with wood fibers and other finer pieces of wood. Both these woods are relatively cheap to buy and generally have a very bad water resistant properties. So bad in fact that unless properly treated, once they come in contact with water, they will lose their structural rigidity. Plywood is a strong manufactured wood to start with, as it is made of several thin layers of wood glued with their grains going diagonally to each other, thus making it very structurally strong. It can also be bought as marine plywood, which uses special glues which give it additional water-resistant properties. Blockboard, on the other hand, is made of large square sections of wood glued one next to the other. Many bamboo chopping boards are made this way using safer wood glues to create strong wood planks or boards. And finally, wood veneers are just very thin slices of wood made from shaving a thin layer of the surface of a solid piece of wood. They are generally used to cover manufactured wood to give them the look and feel of real wood. More recently, plastic veneers have become more common. Thankfully, in the last few years, technology has enabled manufacturers to create more realistic looking faux wood veneers with realistic feeling wooden textures. And that will be all for today's episode of T.E.D Mini. If you have been, thanks for watching.